What's up, guys? It's you, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Showdown Live. This is episode number 48 in the series, and before we begin today's episode, huge shout out to Comex for the background music in today's episode. You guys should all go check him out, but anyway, let's go ahead and grab another match using this Long Live the Rainhorse team, which I've actually been having a lot of fun with, and I laddered up a bit more in between episodes just so that we could get a little bit more competitive games. Hopefully I can adjust to the skill level. Like, by no means am I high on the ladder right now. It's just that, like, I'm 1376, 18 and 2, 78 GXE. So I'm not super high, but I'm to the range where I will be facing pretty competent players. Anyway, this looks like Sticky Web, and it looks pretty cool, if I'm being honest. If this is Subpataya Empoleon, it is a threat to my team, because it can abuse the rain that I have. And if this is actually King UU, then that's scary, because he's an SPL player. But regardless, I'm going to go ahead and lead Azelf, probably. I'm trying to look at what just wins versus his team, and Mega Swampert just wins if I can weaken Goodra, because Waterfall, 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 Earthquake, Waterfall, Ice Punch. We will need a little bit of prior damage on Goodra, but that shouldn't be too hard to attain. So I'm going to go ahead and lead Azelf right here. And if he leads with Galvantula, which I'm expecting him to do, then I'm not actually sure what I'm going to do, because my team really struggles with webs. And I'm just actually going to go straight for the taunt. I don't have Sash, which kind of sucks, but I really do need Damp Rock on this Azelf, because it does help me. It does help promote some early game wall breaking from both of my rain sweepers, as he just goes straight for the Bug Buzz and I lose out on Azelf. So, you know, I knew that it was going to come with a price if I did go for Taunt, and he went for Bug Buzz, and I ended up losing Azelf, which is a little unfortunate. But I would rather have that happen than to lose pretty much any chance of me winning, because he does have Sticky Web, and even if I lose my Azelf early, if I can completely nullify what his team is built around, then it's going to be a lot easier for me to win late game. Especially because I can take some hits from stuff like Empoleon with my Tornadus. He switches out into Arcanine, which is a good play on his part. But he's still going to take 49% from that knockoff, which is just a stupid amount of damage. And I'm going to go straight away for the Drain Punch, because even if he does Will-O-Wisp me right here, I'm not too concerned, because I do have my Lumberry, so I should be doing a hefty amount of damage right here, specifically 46%, which is nice. And I'm probably just going to go straight out into Kingdra right here, because I'm not too worried about anything he wants to go for, and I can just fire off Scalds and generally put a dent in his team, as he does end up hitting that Will-O-Wisp, which, you know, I'm not too concerned about. Like, the extra 12% does kind of suck turn per turn versus Kingdra, because Kingdra is actually pretty important, but he's just going to go down to Wild Charge right there, which is a little unfortunate, because now it looks like he will be getting up his webs right here. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that, to be honest. Hopefully he doesn't go out into Galvantula. Hopefully he goes out into, like, Mr. Mime and knocks me out. That would be the preferred switch for me, because then I could U-turn. So he goes out into Mr. Mime right here, which is perfect. Hopefully he's, like, modest and not max speed, and I can hit him with the Scald right here and get some chip damage off, because that would be very, very nice. Very nice, but either way, it's not that big of a deal if he does just go for a Dazzling Gleam and knock me out. And Mr. Mime is actually a pretty cool threat, I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, I'm gonna go out into Jirachi right here, because I can threaten him with the Iron Head, and I don't think he's gonna want to stand right here under any circumstance. So I can just click U-turn and Kingdra, check. Okay, so I'm going straight away for the U-turn right here, because it will allow me a better matchup versus whatever comes in. I'm kind of thinking his Nidoking is going to come in right here, but I could be wrong. We'll have to see. And I'm trying to think of ways that I can win this, and it's honestly looking pretty slim right now. He ends up going on to Galvantula, so that helps, because I get to get a good chunk of damage off on that. And I do outspeed him with Tornadus. The question is, do I knock him out with the Sludge Wave? I'm going to go ahead and calc this real quick, not right quick, real quick. And I do have the damage calculator pulled up from earlier, which is nice. So I'm going to go Tornadus, Tornadus, rain supports. There it is, that's what I want. And then I have Sludge Wave. Sludge Wave versus Galvantula. UU lead. Sludge Wave is going to do 54 to 63, so it's a roll. What are the chances to knock this out? It's like... I actually don't know. Okay, so if this is at 60%, what is the chance to knock it out? Okay, well, you're just not going to tell me. So right now, right there, I was trying to figure out whether it would be my best play to go for Hurricane or Sludge Wave. And I think I'm going to go for the Hurricane just because it is stab, and I do have faith in my Tornadus that it can hit one Earthquake or Hurricane outside of rain. It's never actually hit a Hurricane outside of rain, so this is kind of a big time for me to be trusting it. And I will lose if I don't hit this Hurricane, but it is a play that I have to make because I can't afford to let him get webs up. So if he does switch out right here and pushes this whole event off, that's fine by me because this thing's sash is now broken and it becomes a lot easier to deal with over the course of the match. Okay, he just ends up doing that. Going out into Empoleon, which is not that big of a deal. Right here, though, I think I am going to go straight away for the U-turn. And he is lefty, so he's not sub-Pataya. That's nice. And I can go right out into the Panda and hope I don't get burned. Because if I don't get burned, then I can knock him out with the Drain Punch. But I'll probably go for the knockoff because I kind of want to catch Galvantula on the switch. That'd be nice because I know I can't knock it out from that range. As he ends up going out to Mr. Mime, which is fine because that actually did a lot of damage. And I'm just going to go out into Jirachi and start firing off Iron Heads because if I can get him to go out into Goodra at least once, that will be great. It will pretty much win me the game because Goodra will be in range of Ice Punch if it's at like 84%. It's around that area. I know Ice Punch did like 87% last time. So he goes out to this, and no webs for him this game, which is amazing. That's a huge concern that I now don't have to worry about as I go for the Iron Head again, and that's doing lefties. But I'm going to go out into Pangoro right here. If he does make the double, then that's a problem for me. But I don't really have any other option than a switch right here. I can't really afford to let Jirachi get burned, because I do need it for later. He goes for the Skull. Don't burn me, please. Anyway, I'm going to go for the knockoff right here, because just getting rid of this thing's item is nice, and it hits everything else neutrally. If he does want to go out into something like his Nidoking, or if he does want to go out into something such as his Mr. Mime. So Jirachi may actually be able to clean up for me. It depends on if he has Power Whip on that. He goes for the Stealth Rocks, which is fine. I'm just going to go and hit him with the Drain Punch right here, because this should do like 25-30% if he chooses to stay in, although to be honest, I think it'd be dumb to stay in, because he's just letting me wear him down right here. I kind of want a double knockoff, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to look like a fool if he does stay in. He goes out into Galvantula, please kill. Didn't kill. Didn't kill. I don't think I need the speed in particular for anything on his team. It's just kind of frustrating. I'm going to go for the knockoff here. Hopefully he chooses to knock me out, although he will more than likely just get his webs up, which is unfortunate. Yeah, there's the webs. So my team really struggles versus webs. I believe I said that in the first episode. Like, both of my losses on this account have come due to webs. And it's just kind of hard to play around, but he ends up going out into Mr. Mime right here, and I'm just going to go for the Gunk Shot, just in case he, like, misplays or something and goes for a Psychic type attack and predicts my, like, Swampert or whatever, as he ends up revealing a Stray Hidden Power, so not a problem. I'm just going to go out into Tornadus right here, because at this point, I think I can win if he can't knock me out with Draco plus whatever attack this goes for. So, or can I Sludge Wave right here and knock him out? We're gonna check. Mime, Mr. Mime. Cool, so we have to go with a blank set. We're gonna assume 252 special attack and 252 speed. We'll go for Spadef. Sludge Wave will knock him out from that range unless he's running bulky. So I'm just gonna click that right here. Because I can't set up the rain versus pretty much anything else on his team, so I'm not too concerned about that. as long as he doesn't burn me with Empoleon Scald, then I think I'm okay. If he doesn't do that, then I think I have the game. If he does do that, then I believe I have lost. I may have another opportunity though, because I can Healing Wish my Swampert with Jirachi and go for game again that way. He ends up going out into Empoleon right here. I'm just gonna Rain Dance. If he doesn't knock me out, that's fine, because I'll just click Hurricane and sack my Tornadus, because this will give me until turn 26, which should be plenty of time. There's the burn. I actually kind of wanted that burn, not gonna lie. But he is 2 for 2 on Scald Burns so far. So hopefully it's not 3 for 3, because that would just be stupid. Anyway, I'm just gonna go straight away for the EQ. Hopefully he goes out into Goodra right here, and I can... Don't you burn me with Scald. Don't do it. Thank you. So I think I may be able to win this game. I may be able to win the game. It pretty much depends on what he's going to do with... so he goes out into Goodra right here. I'm just going to go out into Jirachi. Hopefully he's like Life Orb Goodra or whatever, and I can wear him down a little bit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He ends up going for the Dragon Tail and missing, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go straight away for the Healing Wish though, because the fact that he has Dragon Tail tells me he probably doesn't have Draco, so he probably doesn't have a whole lot to wear me down, and I will be getting a full health Swampert out of this exchange. We're like 94%, but I don't think that should matter unless he's like Scarf Nidoking. So, and I really hope he's not Scarf Nidoking, and I hope he's also not Sash. If he's Sash, I kind of need a flinch to win. I did get flinched by Waterfall, the battle before this, so this is actually a really close game. If I can knock out this with an Ice Punch, that would be much appreciated. If it has Power Whip, I kind of have to hope it lands right here. And I did get kind of lucky with him missing his Dragon Tail, but what other times did he hack me? Oh yeah, 2 Scald Burns. So I'm just gonna go for the Ice Punch right here, and hopefully he doesn't have. Hopefully the only thing he has to hit me with is Dragon Tail. If he only has Dragon Tail, I have won. That did 79%, and he goes for the Curse. So that's game. Good game, King. You use Mom. So he accidentally typed G once and is just typing it all the times. So how long have I been recording? 12 minutes? Yeah, that's an episode. So if you guys did enjoy this episode of Pokemon Showdown Live, please make sure to leave a like, because it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which is, what is your guys' favorite dragon type? We saw Goodra here, and we saw Kingdra. Goodra is really cool. It's a Pokemon that I think is pretty underappreciated because it can run a few different sets. I saw actually a Scarf Goodra the other day, which seems like a pretty cool set that I might try out sometime, but regardless. And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content, and with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.